Well, good morning. My name is Tom. Welcome to my cabin. Get yourself a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Had to go get my coffee. Well, welcome to the cabin kitchen today. I'm running two cameras, so I'm trying to get this right for you guys. You can hear some baked beans boiling in the distance. Today is it's winter time, so one of the things that I really enjoy doing here at the cabin is making a pot of beans on the wood stove in a cast iron Dutch oven. I've been doing it for so many years, I couldn't even tell you how many years. Very simple to do, very easy to do, and I have done videos on this before, but everybody wants more cooking videos. I primarily only cook these meals in the wintertime. Everything from fish chowder to the pot of beans. I'm here at the cabin for 15 days, give or take. By making this is 2 pounds of beans going in that pot, so I'll have enough beans to eat for more than a week. It makes a good side dish in the morning, alongside of a couple of eggs. Makes a good meal at the end of the day when I come back to the cabin. So I'm just gonna go through the recipe here today. How we, went throughout the day. I gotta set it on the wood stove. It'll simmer on the wood stove for 6 or 8 hours. I'll plan on supper this evening at probably 6 o'clock area. So it's about 8:30 now, give or take. I don't wear a watch, and even really have a watch here or clock here in the cabin, other than the cell phone. And I'm not attached to the cell phone at my hip when I'm here at the cabin. So let's get this show on the road and see what we can come up with for a good pot of beans. Now I put anything that I have in the beans as far as meat goes. Normally it's salt pork, but I didn't have any salt pork on the way up here. But what I did have was bacon. So this trip she's going to get a pound of bacon thrown in there. So hey, let's get going. Now I already parboiled the beans. You do that for a couple of reasons. You parboil them to get rid of the natural gases that's in a bean. And you really, and that's important. It's a poisonous gas, believe it or not. So, if you do a little reading on it, you can pick that up pretty quick. I gotta throw some water in there. Now what I'll do, I just added, you gotta add, you basically put all your mixture inside the pot, and then put about 2 inches of water above the beans, and then that'll be enough for most of the day. I might have to add more as we get to the end. I think a lot of people don't cook their beans long enough to end up with the really good bean broth that's at the end. Cook. And when you think you've cooked enough, cook some more. Cook like another hour and a half after the beans are done and everything smells good and all that. But you want that bean to finally get to the very end, and it just goes, ugh, and everything that's in that bean comes out into that bean broth, and that's when you got a good pot of beans. So, but that's it in a nutshell. Now this is a double batch because I didn't dig out my cookbook last night, and I just threw 2 pounds of beans into the soaking water. I didn't put that in there. These beans started soaking last night at 9 o'clock, and they soaked all night until this morning. But normally, for just me, I do a pound of beans. But when I'm canning beans, I do 2 pounds of beans. It's called double batch. And that way I can end up with roughly about 20 pints of canned homemade baked beans. So when I opened up the cookbook this morning to get the actual numbers out, this is Papa's cookbook. Nothing special, I've been keeping track of all of my recipes for 40 years. Jotting them down, camp recipes, camp stove recipe, Dutch oven recipes. If I come up with a good menu, then it ends up in Papa's cookbook. So the beans have always been there. So, but anyways, we'll get going here. So the first thing on my list was the pound of beans, and then half a pound of salt pork. But where I'm cooking bacon this time, I'm going to put the bacon in at the end, because I don't want it gone from 8 hours worth of cooking. And I do the same thing with pork. If I'm putting in like a smoked shoulder, I'll do the same thing there. I want the pork cooked. I want it falling off the bones, but I don't want it cooked to death in an 8 hour simmering of the beans, because there's nothing left of it. And that's going to be the same thing with the bacon. I will put the bacon in at the end. If I end up canning some of this batch, then I will put the bacon in the jar just before I can it. So make all that as simple as we can. So we need, right now, we need a half a cup of molasses. Now I keep molasses in this cabin. I keep them in here. I keep molasses here by the gallon. Up on my shelf there, I have a gallon of molasses. And I only keep, I transfer it from that gallon into this bottle just because it's easier to cook with. So we got a half a cup. And I'll be testing these through the day, because each bean batch is just a little bit different. So if I want it, I know the flavor that I'm looking for, and if in about 6 hours I don't have that flavor, then I will add to it until I get the flavor of beans that I'm looking for. Doesn't that make sense? It does to me in my cooking world. And then we need, next, we put in the molasses. So now we're going to have some dry mustard. Same thing here. I keep dry mustard in the cabin a lot. You don't want to overdo it, because if you overdo it, it does give the beans a little bit different of a flavor. 2 teaspoons. But being this is a double batch, we need 4 teaspoons. I've never used regular mustard, so I don't know if that would be any good or not. Then you want some black pepper. Same thing here, double batch. So a good solid teaspoon of black pepper. Salt, same thing here. You can salt to taste, quarter. So this is calling for a half. I'm going to put in a whole teaspoon of salt. And then next is the brown sugar. And I didn't dig that off my shelf, so I'll be right back. Or I should say, I didn't dig it out of my box. We run pails, we run all kinds of stuff up here. No food stays in the cabin. No food stays in the cabin without it being inside of a container. There. Now when it comes to this brown sugar, my book says a quarter of a cup. But by the time we're always said and done, it's a lot more than a quarter of a cup. So, I'll be adding a little molasses as we go. I'll be adding a little more brown sugar as we go. And that's how you end up with Papa's baked beans. The other thing that I like in my beans is lots of onions. I think that they are missing the boat when they don't load that sucker up with lots of onions. I love onions I love onions, period. Must be time for a coffee, huh? Before I peel them onions. Before I peel them onions. This is one of those meals that could stay in the Dutch oven all week. In the winter time, just put it on the floor because the floor is cold enough to act like a refrigerator. I set stuff in front of that back door. There's a 1-inch gap under the door that allows cold air in. I regulate that cold air with a blanket. So I might put stuff under the blanket. So it gets a little more cold, because it'll freeze actually this time of year. Maybe this cooking video will satisfy some of the people that want to see cooking videos. Trouble is, you can't make the same video. I mean, how many times can you videotape Papa's beans? You know? I videotaped it the first time so that the boys would know how to make beans. There, so everything's in here now except for the bacon. So now it'll go over onto the wood stove. And it's already got a really nice color to it. So now we're just going to bring her up to temperature and let it simmer for the rest of the day. This is a good snow day project. It was supposed, it's not snowing yet. I have to open a door up so I can get some good light for you guys. But it was supposed to be, last night at midnight, it was supposed to start snowing and we're supposed to see a foot or more of snow. And right now the sun's out, so weatherman was off again. Surprise, 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 the weatherman was off again. But anyway, let's get on with this and get her on the wood stove and just have an enjoyable day. Here, tending beans. I'll be getting firewood for the wood stove. I'll be stirring the pot. I'll be fixing the fire. This is East Grand Woodsman Cabin's Dream.